going on, guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you another figure review. And today we're taking a look at Jazwares AEW Unrivaled Series 12, featuring Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood, and Jon Moxley. If you are interested in grabbing this set, it is now available and shipping from ringsidecollectibles.com. As always, use promo code 4LIFE. It will save you 10% off your order at checkout. So another set of FTR. I'll be honest, the last two figures we got from them were very underwhelming. I don't have those any longer in my collection, so I'm hoping that this new set will look a little better in hand. I'll be honest, just taking a quick look at the head scans and the packaging, I don't know if they're going to be much of an upgrade. I do like the white and purple gear that comes with this set, so we're definitely going to take a deep dive into these two figures, because I know they are, probably one of the favorite tag teams in AEW, and I feel like we just haven't really gotten any figures that really do them justice. You're getting another Jon Moxley, of course, the staple, AEW's flagship bearer over here, multi-time AEW heavyweight champion. So it's great to get another Mox. I will say, looking at the shirt in the packaging, it does seem to be a little baggy. You can even see the outline of the print. Looks like a cheap iron-on print from like you get at the mall or something. But we're going to go in depth on all of these. But looking at the figures in the packaging, you will see the gold foil that is synonymous with the Unrivaled box here. You get the images of each wrestler on the front. Flipping over to the side, you will have the All Elite Wrestling logo. Flipping all the way over to the other side, you will get the figure number as well as the series on the bottom. The best part of the packaging, you get the huge image of each wrestler on the back, as well as the other figures in the wave. Enough chatting, let's get all these guys out of their packaging and see what they're all about. Starting us off, we're taking a look at Dax Harwood out of the packaging, and he comes kind of light as far as accessories go, so you do get one interchangeable head here versus the one that comes on the figure body, and I will just say this right now, they both look awful if you ask me. If you guys are a fan of the Major Pod, to me this looks like Kinnick screaming, just has a good resemblance. Look it up, Kinnick from the Major Pod, that's who this head is reminding me of. And this kind of like stoic look, just, I don't like it at all. I don't see the likeness. I feel like this is the second figure for Dax, and they have not done him justice. Even the body, I feel like he's kind of a thicker guy, right? I feel like he's a little too ripped and just a little too lean, if you ask me. I do like that they included this big elbow pad here, as well as the other one here, but there's really not much to this figure. You can see he does have the white trunks on there with the little logo on the front. It's not even really that noticeable. On the back, it has FTR. Even the legs, I feel like he just doesn't have enough size. The knee brace kind of like just turns over and seems to fall down quite a bit. You can see he's got the Pinnacle logo here on the front, the plain white knee pad, the black boots as well with those shoes. I just feel like these feet look like really small on top of it. The proportions on this figure are not good. I hate to say it. I really don't like how this figure looks at all. And just a few quick close-ups of the head scans. Here is the plain face head for Dax. And here's the other head, which again, Kinnick from the Major Pod. 100% I'm getting those vibes from this head scan. And the second figure we're taking a look at is Dax Harwood's tag team partner. We have Cash Wheeler here. So as far as his accessories go, you do get a set of interchangeable hands, kind of more of the open hands. I don't really like these hands because I guess they're kind of like grappling hands, but you can't really hold any accessories. I feel like they're just spaced out a little too much. He does come with the fisted hands on the figure. Additionally, like Dax, you do get an interchangeable head. So the head scan on the body itself, I feel like captures a better likeness for sure. I do kind of like the screaming scan for Cash here. I do like the design for the hair with kind of the shaved sides. You can see like a little mullet action in the back. If you want to look at them side by side, I definitely will say the Screaming Scan is without a doubt better. I don't really like the look of this one. Just looks a little cartoony. You can see it does have the same sculpt with the hair. That does follow suit. I do like the way the beard looks on him as well. The proportions, again, for Cash, he's also a bigger guy. I just feel like he's a little too lean, just like Dax. I don't know. I know they can't do unique bodies for all these figures, and they got to pick what works best, but there's got to be a little bit of a torso or something that just has a little more weight to it. You can see he does have the Cash logo here on the front of his trunks. A little tattoo action here on the side of his chest. Additionally, on the back, he does have his little shoulder tattoo here. FTR on the back to match his tag team partner. He's got the white wrist tape. Also has the Pinnacle logo on the knee pad. plain white knee pad here. And again, the same deal. He's got these really tiny feet, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you crazy about the proportions? I just feel like some of these figures are just so hit or miss. I mean, if you want both of these guys together, they really do. I guess they are the same exact body. I feel like they did the same thing with Private Party, right? The arms and the chest, everything seems to be the same. The boots are obviously a little different, but there's really just a different head on the same body, and I feel like they really aren't the same size. They are different. I mean, they're both bigger guys for sure, but I just don't really like how they look as aesthetically as far as the proportions. Here's a quick close-up of the head scans that come with Cash Wheeler. So we got the screaming scan here, as well as the straight face scan. And again, I will say both of these heads, without a doubt, are better than Dax Harwood's. And a quick tag team comparison. So here we have FTR versus the Young Bucks. I feel like as far as the height, they definitely do scale pretty well with the other Unrivaled figures that we have here. The final figure from this set that we are taking a look at is Jon Moxley. And as far as his accessories go, so you do get a set of open hands. The other one is on the figure body, as well as a set of fisted hands. So it's nice that your Jon Moxley does come with 2 sets of hands here. He also does come with this cloth t-shirt, and right away when I saw a black t-shirt, the first thing I thought of, let me guess if you guys are thinking the same, stains on the figure. When we remove it, I hope to God there is no more black staining. It's like, when are they going to learn? But the shirt itself really looks poor, to be honest. It's baggy. It doesn't fit well. It looks like a potato sack on him. He does have this, like, iron-on print on here. It looks like something you get at the mall. I mean, it doesn't even look like it's straight. I don't know if it's just the way the shirt is sitting, but looks like a cheap iron-on at, like, one of those print t-shirt stores at the mall. I don't really like it, and it's a shame because this is a pretty badass shirt if it was done right. It just doesn't look good on the figure itself. But anyways, let's open this, and let's see if there are any stains from the black t-shirt. Looks like there's a bit of black stain you can see on the shoulders here. Same on this one. It's like, when are they going to learn? So when I took this figure out of the box, they actually did have plastic wrap around him, but it really did nothing. You can see it didn't cover anything. Probably just covered up this part of the arm, and it definitely did stain a little bit. And listen, this is minor, but it's just like, we've had so many instances of, like, staining on these figures, and it's like, when are you guys going to learn? Package it on the side or rework the fabric that you're using, because this looks like crap anyway. Just don't give it to me, because I'm not going to put it on the figure. I mean, just look at this shirt off of the figure. Just looks really poor, guys. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to be negative, but I just feel like Jazwares has lost me, and their product that they keep pushing out is just, it's subpar. And it's like, obviously you can't compare them with Mattel, but I'm not enjoying collecting these guys anymore. I'm really not. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I don't get excited for a lot of AEW reveals or figures that come out, because this is what we get. And it's just like, after a while, it's frustrating. It's like, you got to show me some progress that you're working to make things better. But moving on to this figure itself, you will see Mox's head scan actually does look pretty decent. I do see a good likeness to him. I wish the face would have had a little bit more of a smug look to it, but I do like how the hair is sculpted on there. It really is pretty authentic to Moxley himself. Obviously, the torso is a little too built for my taste. The arms look okay. He does have the tattoo detailing on his forearms here. He's also got his new tattoo here on the inside of the forearm. And the gear looks pretty nice. But one thing I'm noticing is there's like a big gap on the crotch here. I don't know if these legs are too thin, but around the crotch piece, they're just, I don't know. You can see the joints really easily, and I don't like the look of that aesthetically. It does have the green kind of belt that's on here. It's got the patches and all the zippers. That I do appreciate. I will say he does look a little tall. I mean, but that's been an ongoing issue with a lot of Moxley's figures. See on the back, it does have the Mox patch here. It's got the black combat boots. All in all, an okay figure, but this is really like, come on. You guys see that? The spacing between his crotch, I don't like that at all, man. For your Jon Moxley comparison, so on the right, I believe this is the Unrivaled 5 with the kind of camo pants look. You can see he's got a different head sculpt versus the new Unrivaled Series 12. And on the right, we have the Blood and Guts Jon Moxley. I still feel like this is probably his best figure. Love the head scan. I actually really did dig the kind of the gray jeans. And you can see it's the same formula, same torso. Even this one had that kind of iron-on look with the shirt. But I'm noticing none of these figures here have that gappage on the lower crotch piece. I don't just, maybe a little bit, but this one just a lot more prevalent. I mean, let's look at the other Unrivaled Series 5. It's definitely not there at all. I don't know, I just don't like the way that looks, and it's a shame because I really do like the gear. It's simple, but I love all the patches and the zippers on there. Height, they are all the same height. The skin tones do match, so if you did want to do a head swap, I actually do kind of prefer this head versus the last Unrivaled Series 5 here. I know we've gotten quite a few mocks, and it's been kind of the same formula. I'm ready for, like, a Supreme version. I would love to see him with, like, a cloth, like, leather jacket or something of that nature to really plus it up. I feel like he's well deserving of it for sure. And if you want to see what the heads look like swapped on the bodies, we have the Unrivaled Series 12 head on the Unrivaled Series 5. You can see, I feel like I really do like the look of this. For some reason, he's looking a little shorter. I don't really get it. I don't know if it's the way the head's just sitting on the neck peg itself, but I'm actually really digging the look of this head scan on that Moxley body. And for fun, I also wanted to bring one of my Mattel Elites in here. To me, I still like him better as Dean Ambrose, man. Before we wrap up here with some final thoughts, if you guys are enjoying this video review, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button down below. I generally am one of the first to pump out the AEW and WWE Mattel wrestling action figure reviews. So if you are a fan, stay tuned to my YouTube channel and make sure to turn on those notification bells for the latest reviews coming your way. As far as these three figures go, there are some pros, but I feel like there's just more cons, and I hate to be negative. I'm not trying to really downplay Jazwares at all and, you know, really take down their efforts, but I just feel like these figures could be so much more, especially when we got out of the gate. I was really excited for this line. I was really hoping to be successful. I'm sure it's doing well, but I just feel like the quality and of these figures, just they don't feel like they're there anymore. And you know, especially when you're getting them from ringside, you are paying a premium to get it. They are not the easiest to find in stores right away. You know, FTR, I don't feel like they did them justice. I will say Cash Wheeler looks better than his last figure. But as far as Dax, it's really bad, man. I don't really like the head scans at all. I feel like the bodies for both of them are just too small. And they really, just like Private Party, they took a different head and swapped it on the same body, and it really looks like the same figure to me. Mox, I do like some features. I really do love the head scan, but that's really it. I hate how those the crotch piece just is showing some gaps. I'm sick and tired of talking about stained AEW figures. Like, guys, let's get with it. It's an issue. If you're going to keep pumping these shirts out with the same quality, then just package them on the side. So at least when I get my action figure, I'm not disappointed to have black marks all over the body, where I may have to go track down another torso to swap on there. I just don't get it. I feel like you're not listening to us. It's just frustrating, to say the least. But you know what? Since this is the last figure review of the wave of Unrivaled Series 12, I want to bring all the figures in and rank them from my favorite to my least favorite. All right, so here we have the full wave of Unrivaled 12. I'm going to rank them from my least favorite to my favorite, with number 6 being my least favorite figure from the set. At number 6, pretty easy, Dax Harwood. Not a fan of that figure. At number 5, I'm going to go Isaiah Cassidy. I don't know. Nothing about it really screams too special. I feel like the head scan just didn't look that great. At number 4, I'm going to go with Mark Quinn. I do like this figure as far as the head sculpt. I feel like the hair is a really unique piece. The head scan actually looks pretty good and a good likeness. But again, I feel just like FTR, Private Party really is the same figure on the same body, and they just really, not as much effort really went into these in my mind. At number 3, I'm going to go Cash Wheeler. I do like the head sculpts. I feel like the screen scan does capture a good likeness. Number 2, I'm going to go Jon Moxley. Again, for the same reason as the head sculpt. I think this is probably one of their best kind of stoic-looking Jon Moxley faces that we've gotten from AEW Jazwares. I do like the screaming scan that came on the Blood and Guts figure, but this is probably a close second. And without a doubt, the winner from this set is Jamie Hayter. You know, this is her first figure. I feel like they're only going to improve on it. It's not perfect by any means, and I'll be honest, I feel like this is a weak set. I hate to say it. It really is. This isn't... I was looking forward to a lot of these figures, but I just feel let down a little, and I really just want to address that. Again, I'm not trying to downplay the efforts of the figure designers at all at Jazwares. I just feel like they need to step up their game, man, because I don't even know if I want to keep this set, to be honest. I'm just disappointed in all these figures. I feel like they can do better, and I hope they will do better, but I feel like I've been repeating myself after every video, and I'm try not to be negative, but I want to be honest with you guys, right? You guys work hard for your money. I don't want you throwing your money away on figures that may not be up to par with the quality. I mean, again, they're like about $27, $28 right now on Ringside. Even at retail, they were like $22, $23. So, I mean, if you have the original FTR, I will say these are better. Again, these are the first Private Party and Jamie Hayter figures, so there's nothing else to really compare it. This Jon Moxley, minus the head scan, is a complete L if you ask me. The shirt is awful, and the staining, but I don't know. I'll continue to pump out these reviews, but like I said, they're really losing me, and I just hope at some point they can pump out like a good set of figures consistently. I mean, they always pump out something that really blows me away, like the Malachi Black figure. Absolutely loved it, right? The Supreme version. A lot of their Cody Rhodes figures. The last of the Lucha Bros was pretty decent. So, I mean, they've definitely done their job. Even Sting, I've loved a lot of their Sting figures, but I want to see that consistency. I want to see them pumping out a good set of figures that everyone gets excited for. Like, oh, man, that came out so good, and just really put it over the top. I feel like maybe they need to rethink their formula. Even the way they include, like, interchangeable hands and heads is just so random. Like, I mean, at this point, can we just get interchangeable hands with every figure that comes out just like Mattel? I don't know, just a thought. But anyways, if you guys are interested in grabbing this full set, it is available at ringsidecollectibles.com. Promo code 4LIFE will save you 10% off your order. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for more great figure content. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video review, and I'll catch you on the next one.